It says off. Wait, it says live. We're live! Howdy! Welcome, Google Student Advisors. Welcome to Developing Android Apps at Udacity. My name is Jeremy, and I'm one of the coaches for this course. This is just going to be a short presentation about what the course is about and what to expect as it comes to getting help from us and the final project. So to start off with the content of the course is 6 lessons long and will teach you from how to know nothing about Android to how to build a weather app and other simple apps of your choosing. So there's 6 lessons. The first lesson is about getting Android Studio set up, which is the IDE that you'll be doing all your programming in, as well as getting your first app written that will use a list view to display a simple list of fake forecast data. We'll be building a weather app in this course. Lesson 2 is all about making your app talk on the internet. You'll be sending a HTTP request to the Open Weather Map service, getting back weather data for your region, and then putting that real data into your application. Lesson 3 is all about how to put multiple activities into your application and how to switch between those activities using intents. It'll also allow you to use activities in other apps for functionality that you want to provide. Lesson 4 is where it gets real tricky. Lesson 4 is about caching the weather data on your phone. Setting up for storing data can be quite complex, especially when we're going to create a database and then expose it to the rest of the system using an artifact called a content provider. This is probably the hardest part of the course, but by the time you get there, you'll already be seasoned Android programmers, and I'm sure you'll be able to handle it just fine. Lesson 5 is where we make the app beautiful. We take our well-written backend and we put in a nice responsive design that will change based on whether your phone is in portrait mode or landscape mode, and will also scale across many devices from your tiny mobile phones to your giant tablets. Lesson 6, finally, we learn a eclectic mix of things, including how to do notifications and how to talk on the cell phone radio without destroying the battery life of your phone. So that's more or less what you're in for when it comes to what you're going to learn. At the end of the class, your final project will be using these new skills to build an app of your choosing. Something similar to a weather app, maybe that downloads sports scores and displays them, maybe something like a task tracker app. Maybe if you've got a lot of ambition and know how to build backends, build a little messaging app or something like that. We can talk a lot more about that as the time comes near. So at the end of the class, you will create your final project. You will send it into us. We'll take a look at it. We will give you feedback, tell you what could be improved, tell you what's awesome. And then the last thing you'll do is you'll do an exit interview where I or another one of the coaches will talk to you about your app and just ask you questions about your thought process, and that will be the end of the process. So that's more or less what you're in for. To get help, the primary thing you can fall back on is your classmates. So you've all been invited to a Google Communities group, and that would be a fantastic place to ask each other questions. Also, you have access to the entire Udacity coaching staff. So at andfun-support@udacity.com, and we'll share that email address around with you. That goes directly to me and the rest of the coaches, and we pretty much live on our laptops giving help to students just like you all the time. So we should be able to help you out and get you debugged and get you on your way. So that's more or less what the information we needed to convey to you today. All right. Sounds good. This will be recorded and available to you later if you needed to listen to it again. And in the meantime, happy Android, and can't wait to see what you guys create.